Jet 841, requesting taxi. Blue Star 511, taxiing to runway 22 right. Starburst 734, increasing speed. Starburst 734 will land runway 22 right. Slamjet 819, increasing speed. Slamjet 819 will land runway 22 left. November 991, increasing speed. Big Jet 841, increasing speed. Budget 713, increasing speed. November 991, reducing speed. Budget 713 will land runway 22 left. Budget 713 will land runway 22 right. Slamjet 819, increasing speed. Starburst 589, increasing speed. Starburst 589, reducing speed. Starburst 589, reducing speed. November 991, increasing speed. November 991, increasing speed. Starburst 589, increasing speed. Starburst 589, increasing speed. Blue Star 477, increasing speed. Big Jet 551, increasing speed. Big Jet 551 will land runway 22 left. Blue Star 477 will land runway 22 right. Slamjet 819, requesting taxi. November 778, increasing speed. Starburst 468, reducing speed. Slamjet 819, taxiing to runway 22 left. Starburst 734, requesting taxi. Starburst 468, increasing speed. Starburst 468 will land runway 22 left. Budget 462, increasing speed. Starburst 589, taxi across runway 22 right. Big Jet 551, taxi across runway 22 right. Budget 713, requesting taxi. Budget 462, reducing speed. Budget 462, increasing speed. Blue Star 239, increasing speed. Slamjet 468, increasing speed. Big Jet 841, requesting taxi. Budget 713, taxiing to runway 22 right. Big Jet 841, taxiing to runway 22 left. Starburst 734, taxiing to runway 22 right. Budget 462, taxi across runway 22 right. November 991, requesting taxi. November 991, taxiing to runway 09. Big Jet 525, increasing speed. Budget 411, reducing speed. Slamjet 819, requesting taxi. Blue Star 239, taxi across runway 22 left. Slamjet 468, taxi across runway 22 right. Slamjet 819, taxiing to runway 22 right. Budget 411, increasing speed. Starburst 589, requesting taxi. Slamjet 322, reducing speed. November 65 Yankee, increasing speed. Blue Star 477, requesting taxi. Starburst 266, increasing speed. Blue Star 477, taxiing to runway 22 right. Starburst 468, requesting taxi. Starburst 589, taxiing to runway 22 right. Starburst 468, taxiing to runway 22 left. November 991, clear for takeoff, runway 09. Big Jet 551, requesting taxi. Blue Star 511. November 778, taxiing to runway 09. Budget 713, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Starburst 734, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Big Jet 551, taxiing to runway 22 right. Budget 462, requesting taxi. Budget 462, taxiing to runway 22 right. Slamjet 819, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Blue Star 239, requesting taxi. Budget 245, increasing speed. Budget 245 will land runway 22 left. Blue Star 239, taxiing to runway 22 left. Slamjet 468, requesting taxi. Budget 411, requesting taxi. Big Jet 525, taxi across runway 22 right. Starburst 266, requesting taxi. November 65 Yankee, requesting taxi. Starburst 266, taxiing to runway 22 left. Budget 819, increasing speed. Big Jet 151, increasing speed. Big Jet 861 will land runway 22 right. November 476, increasing speed. Scramjet 468, taxiing to runway 22 right. Budget 411, taxiing to runway 22 right. Scramjet 819, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Scramjet 322, requesting taxi. Big Jet 841, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Big Jet 861, increasing speed. Blue Star 185, requesting taxi. Budget 362, taxi across runway 22 right. Scramjet 322, taxiing to runway 22 right. Blue Star 185, taxiing to runway 22 left. Budget 819, taxi across runway 22 left. Big Jet 489, requesting taxi. Budget 245, requesting taxi. Starboard 468, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Budget 245, taxiing to runway 22 left. Blue Star 239, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Big Jet 841, increasing speed. November 778, clear for takeoff, runway 09. Big Jet 489, taxiing to runway 22 right. Budget 713, increasing speed. Budget 462, increasing speed. Big Jet 841, Big Jet 861, taxi across runway 22 left. Big Jet 551, reducing speed. November 44 Yankee, increasing speed. Big Jet 551, will land runway 22 right. Big Jet 551, increasing speed. Big Jet 151, requesting taxi. Big Jet 551, increasing speed. Big Jet 151, taxiing to runway 22 left. Blue Star 477, line up runway 22 right. November 476, requesting taxi. Starboard 266, going around. Budget 819, requesting taxi. November 476, taxiing to runway 09. November 65 Yankee, taxiing to runway 09. Budget 819, taxiing to runway 22 left. Scramjet 322, increasing speed. Blue Star 511, requesting taxi. Scramjet 322, going around. Big Jet 841, requesting taxi. Blue Star 511, taxiing to runway 22 left. Big Jet 841, taxiing to runway 22 right. November 32 Yankee, increasing speed. Budget 362, requesting taxi. Budget 362, taxiing to runway 22 right. November 476, clear for takeoff, runway 09. November 65 Yankee, clear for takeoff, runway 09. November 44 Yankee, requesting taxi. November 44 Yankee, taxiing to runway 09. Blue Star 477, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Starboard 589, line on runway 22 right. Starburst 589, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. November 44 Yankee, clear for takeoff, runway 09. Budget 462, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Big Jet 551, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Scramjet 468, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Budget 411, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Starburst 589, requesting taxi. Starboard 589, taxiing to runway 22 right. November 32 Yankee, requesting taxi. Big Jet 525, requesting taxi. November 32 Yankee, taxiing to runway 09. Big Jet 525, taxiing to runway 22 right. Budget 713, taxi across runway 22 right. Big Jet 551, requesting taxi. Scramjet 468, taxi across runway 22 right. Blue Star 156, taxi across runway 22 left. Starboard 266, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Scramjet 322, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Big Jet 551, taxiing to runway 22 right. November 322, increasing speed. Budget 462, requesting taxi. Budget 462, taxiing to runway 22 right. Scramjet 262, taxi across runway 22 right. November 32 Yankee, clear for takeoff, runway 09. Blue Star 185, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Budget 245, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Blue Star 239, requesting taxi. Big Jet Star 239, taxiing to runway 22 right. Big Jet 861, requesting taxi. Big Jet 861, taxiing to runway 22 left. Blue Star 156, requesting taxi. November 991, 360 left. Big Jet 489, line on runway 22 right. Blue Star 156, taxiing to runway 22 left. November 322, requesting taxi. Starburst 114, taxi across runway 22 right. Budget 462, going around. Starburst 266, going around. Budget 713, requesting taxi. November 778, 360 left. Slamjet 262, requesting taxi. Slamjet 468, requesting taxi. Budget 713, taxiing to Blue Star 185. Blue Star 654, taxiing to runway 22 right. November 322, clear for takeoff, runway 09. Big Jet 489, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Budget 362, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Starburst 589, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Big Jet 525, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Big Jet 551, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Budget 462, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Slamjet 262, budget 462, will hold short, runway 22 right. Slamjet 819, requesting taxi. Slamjet 819, taxi to runway 22 left. November 991, requesting taxi. November 991, taxiing to runway 09. Big Jet 551, requesting taxi. Big Jet 551, taxiing to runway 22 left. Budget 462, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Blue Star 239, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Slamjet 468, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Blue Star 511, taxi across, runway 22 right. Big Jet 841, requesting taxi. November 991, clear for takeoff, runway 09. Big Jet 151, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Starburst 114, requesting taxi. Blue Star 511, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Big Jet 841, taxiing to runway 22 right. Blue Star 477, requesting taxi. Blue Star 477, Starburst 734, increasing. Blue Star 185, requesting taxi. Blue Star 654, taxi across, runway 22 right. Budget 713, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Blue Star 185, taxiing to runway 22 left. Budget 819, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Blue Star 156, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. November 65 Yankee, increasing speed. Budget 411, requesting taxi. Blue Star 477, will land runway 22 right. Budget 411, taxiing to runway 22 left. Big Jet 861, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Slamjet 819, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Big Jet 551, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Big Jet 861, requesting taxi. Blue Star 511, requesting taxi. Big Jet 861, taxiing to runway 22 right. Blue Star 511, taxiing to runway 22 right. Slamjet 322, requesting taxi. November 778, clear for takeoff, runway 09. Slamjet 322, taxiing to runway 22 left. Budget 411, reducing speed. November 554, increasing speed. Blue Star 654, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Big Jet 841, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Starburst 734, taxi across, runway 22 right. Blue Star 654, requesting taxi. Budget 411, increasing speed. Budget 411, increasing speed. Blue Star 185, will land runway 22 left. Reducing speed. Blue Star 654, taxiing to... November 65 Yankee, taxiing to runway 09. Starburst 223, taxiing to runway 22 left. Scramjet 262, taxiing to runway 22 left. Starboard 734, taxiing to runway 22 right. Big Jet 525, requesting taxi. Blue Star 156, taxi across runway 22 right. Big Jet 525, taxiing to runway 22 left. Blue Star 477, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Starboard 734, increasing speed. Big Jet 151, taxi across runway 22 left. Scramjet 819, taxi across runway 22 left. Big Jet 861, taxi across runway 22 right. Blue Star 511, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Budget 411, requesting taxi. Budget 411, taxiing to runway 22 right. November 554, requesting taxi. November 65 Yankee, clear for takeoff, runway 09. November 554, taxiing to runway 09. November 44 Yankee, increasing speed. Big Jet 551, increasing speed. Blue Star 477. Blue Star 185. Starboard 468, increasing speed. Blue Star 185, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Starburst 468, reducing speed. Big Jet 861, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Blue Star 156, requesting taxi. Blue Star 654, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Blue Star 477, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. November 554, clear for takeoff, runway 09. Scramjet 468, increasing speed. Blue Star 156, taxiing to runway 22 right. Big Jet 861, requesting taxi. Scramjet 322, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Starboard 734, requesting taxi. Scramjet 819, requesting taxi. Big Jet 861, taxiing to runway 22 right. Starboard 734, taxiing to runway 22 right. Scramjet 819, taxiing to runway 22 left. Big Jet 151, requesting taxi. Big Jet 151, taxiing to runway 22 left. Scramjet 262, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. November 32 Yankee, increasing speed. Scramjet 262, increasing speed. Big Jet 525, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Big Jet 551, requesting taxi. Scramjet 322, taxi across, runway 22 left. Starboard 734, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Starboard 266, taxi across, runway 22 right. Big Jet 551, taxiing to runway 22 right. Scramjet 468, requesting taxi. Scramjet 322, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Scramjet 468, taxiing to runway 22 right. November 322, 360 left. Scramjet 322. Starboard 734, going around. Starboard 589, requesting taxi. Starboard 589, taxiing to runway 22 left. Scramjet 819, requesting taxi. Scramjet 819, taxiing to runway 22 left. November 322, increasing speed. Starburst 468, requesting taxi. Blue Star 511, reducing speed. Big Jet 841, increasing speed. Blue Star 511 will land runway 22 right. Starburst 468, taxiing to runway 22 left. Starburst 266, requesting taxi. Blue Star 511, increasing speed. November 32 Yankee, requesting taxi. Blue Star 477, increasing speed. Blue Star 511, increasing speed. Blue Star 477, reducing speed. November 32 Yankee, taxiing to runway 09. Scramjet 819, increasing speed. Blue Star 185, line on runway 22 left. Starburst 266, taxiing to runway 22 right. Blue Star 185, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Big Jet 151, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Scramjet 819, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Scramjet 262, taxi across, runway 22 left. Starburst 589, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Budget 411, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Big Jet 861, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Budget 819, requesting taxi. Blue Star 156, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Scramjet 819, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. 778, increasing speed. November 32 Yankee, clear for takeoff, runway 09. Slam jet 322, taxi to runway 22 left. Starburst 223, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Slam jet 819, requesting taxi. November 322, requesting taxi. Starburst 468, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Big jet 861, requesting taxi. Slam jet 468, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Big jet 861, taxiing to runway 22 left. November 322, taxiing to runway 09. Starburst 266, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Slam jet 468, increasing speed. Slam jet 819, taxiing to runway 22 right. Big jet 489, increasing speed. Blue Star 511, requesting taxi. Blue Star 511, taxiing to runway 22 right. Slam jet 819, taxi across runway 22 right. Slam jet 468, taxi across runway 22 left. Slam jet 322, requesting taxi. November 322, clear for takeoff, runway 09. Slam jet 322, runway 22 left. Blue Star 185, increasing speed. Blue Star 185 will land runway 22 right. Big jet 841, requesting taxi. November 65 Yankee, increasing speed. Blue Star 477, requesting taxi. Big jet 841, taxiing to runway 22 right. Blue Star 477, taxiing to runway 22 right. Slam jet 322, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Big jet 861, reducing speed. November 991, requesting taxi. Big jet 861, increasing speed. Big jet 861, increasing speed. Budget 819, increasing speed. November 991. Big jet 861, taxiing to runway 22 left. Starburst 734, taxi across runway 22 right. Blue Star 511, taxi across runway 22 right. Slam jet 262, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Slam jet 468, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Budget 819, taxiing to runway 22 right. Blue Star 477, taxi across runway 22 right. Big jet 841, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Starburst 266, taxi across runway 22 left. November 65 Yankee, requesting taxi. Slam jet 819, requesting taxi. Blue Star 185 will land runway 22 right. Slam jet 819, taxiing to runway 22 right. November 65 Yankee, taxiing to runway 09. November 778, clear for takeoff, runway 09. Blue Star 185, Big jet 861, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. November 476, reducing speed. Starburst 734, requesting taxi. Starburst 734, taxiing to runway 22 right. Budget 411, taxi across runway 22 right. Blue Star 477, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. November 65, clear for takeoff, runway 09. November 554, requesting taxi. Blue Star 185, taxi across runway 22 left. Blue Star 156, taxi across runway 22 left. November 554, taxiing to runway 09. Blue Star 477, requesting taxi. Slam jet 452 will land runway 22 left. Starburst 266. November 44 Yankee. Blue Star 511, taxiing to runway 22 right. Big jet 489, requesting taxi. Budget 819, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Big jet 489, taxiing to runway 22 right. Budget 462, increasing speed. Budget 462 will land runway 22 left. Slam jet 262, taxi across runway 22 right. November 476, requesting taxi. November 476, taxiing to runway 09. Big jet 551, reducing speed. Blue Star 654, requesting taxi. Blue Star 511, taxi across runway 22 right. Slam jet 819, clear for takeoff, runway 22 right. Blue Star 654, taxiing to runway 22 left. Budget 411, requesting taxi. Starburst 266, clear for takeoff, runway 22 left. Budget 411, taxiing to runway 22 right. Blue Star 185, requesting taxi. November 32 Yankee, reducing speed. Slam jet